This is Boomer Life on Oct620.
Welcome back. You're listening to Boomer Life on Oct620. I'm Joanne Sutton, and I'm joined in studio today by Jim Doyle, Senior Financial Consultant with Investors Group. A well-thought-out plan for your financial future is an integral part of building the life you want for yourself and for your family. Now, Jim, you've been in the media quite a bit. You've had articles published in the Financial Times, the National Post, the Province, the Vancouver Sun, Business in Vancouver. You've also appeared on television, the City TV morning show, as well as the Family Matters television series on Check TV with Judge Harvey Brownstone. And you, I think on that show, you were actually speaking on wills and estates as well as family finances and divorce. And in today's program, we started out by talking about planning for volatility, that is, managing the market ups and downs. We learned a little bit about the benefits of following a written financial plan and combining that with advice from a seasoned financial advisor. Those are both key elements to consider when it comes to creating an accurate sense of how market change might impact your long-term goals.
You know, Joanna, I like to leave the job of forecasting where the markets or economies are going to the economists. What I do feel is that some of the volatility might be sticking around for a while, and people are starting to have questions about their financial picture.
I don't think you're alone in that thought either. If you have some serious questions for Jim, I just want to plant a little seed right here. It's a great time to mention that you can actually bring some of those questions with you to meet him in person. Jim's going to be at Van Dusen Botanical Gardens tomorrow, October 7th. It's all part of the Tapestry Foundation's Seniors Lifestyle Tapestry Talks. It runs from 10 till 4. Now, Jim, I know that we've touched on the value of having a written financial plan on previous shows, but it's so important to know. It's absolutely imperative. Could you actually share your thoughts now as to why the written financial plan is a cornerstone of your practice?
I'd love to. Joanne, without a written financial plan, it can be difficult to assess where you stand financially and whether you're going to be able to meet your future financial goals and your family's future needs as well.
It's as simple as that?
A written financial plan outlines strategies that will allow you to finance the lifestyle you envision for yourself, your family, today, and in 5 years, and 10 years, and in retirement. It acts as a touchstone, helping you keep your focus on the bigger picture. Keeping in mind, investment strategies and financial planning must be continually reviewed in order to achieve the best results.
So I understand now that you'd like to share some key elements to create your financial plan, and you're going to keep it very simple for us. So this is the portion of the show where I want to make sure that you have a pen and a paper handy. And now you're going to share some great advice with us.
I hope to. The foundation for a financial plan starts with the following: goals and objectives, a net worth statement, tax analysis, retirement income planning, risk management analysis, estate planning, cash flow summary, cash flow analysis, investment recommendations, and for our business owner clients, business succession planning.
Wow, it actually seems like a lot to consider, and it sounds like a life plan with a lot of detail, but you've made it sound so clear and simple and easy.
Well, thank you. In my practice, I understand that clients lead busy lives, and they need proactive, not reactive advice, which is easy to follow. Clients might not always relish rolling up their sleeves and becoming budget conscious because it means that they need to cut back on some of the luxuries they enjoy. But the clients I work with understand the value that comes from establishing healthy financial habits.
Kind of like a financial trainer establishing financial health.
That's a great analogy. When it comes to creating success, the clients I work with understand the value of reviewing their plan on a regular basis, where together we reassess the goals and the timelines and make adjustments as necessary.
Well, financially comfortable Canadians have established that they work hard for their money.
They sure do, Joanne. And the value of advice is evident when it comes to keeping a significant portion of that hard-earned money. A second part of this conversation involves being confident in your financial choices and having a solid understanding of your willingness to take on appropriate risk in order to secure a desired outcome.
So, Jim, could you tell us a little bit more about how understanding the level of risk in your investments actually helps when it comes to creating financial success?
Yes. In my experience, for a lot of people I work with, I don't think they have a good understanding of the risks involved with their investments, and this hurts their confidence. When I work with clients, I like to take time to explain the risks associated with their choices, what they look like, and how they might affect them. If you have a good handle on risk when it comes to investment selection, you're more likely to be confident in the choices you need to make to accomplish your financial goals. You're more likely to choose investments that meet your needs, and you're more likely to be confident when markets experience volatility because you have a better understanding of how the risk may impact you.
Financial literacy, I believe, is a core issue for a lot of investors. And I agree. I think a lot of us as investors can get quite anxious because we just simply don't feel confident that we know enough or understand the language. We need to understand the different risks each investment comes with, how it works, and how it can affect them.
With the recent market ups and downs, what we in the industry call volatility, you've experienced a sense of risk that comes with investing. If you're feeling quite uncomfortable, maybe now is a good time to see if you can accomplish your financial goals with a lower level of risk, with the understanding that it's a trade-off. You can take less risk, but that might mean lower returns.
So choosing between protection and return is something I think a lot of investors would wrestle with.
Now, we've talked about how your financial plan drives your investment selection because it allows you to feel confident in your choices. It allows you to model the different outcomes and options for today, but also explores how they could impact your future choices. No one wants to see an unintended reduction in their standard of living over time.
I have to say that I feel like with each show and each time we've met, I'm beginning to understand more and more about the balance of risk and volatility and the impact that they actually have on our investments and investing behavior. So to paraphrase your last message, it sounds like adding risk, as appropriate, of course, at a time when investor psychology, which is our emotions, might be pressuring us to reduce it, might be worth considering. Does that sound like I have it right? I think I confused myself.
Again, if you don't work with an advisor, it can be more difficult to maintain your financial equilibrium when the market swings, cast doubt in your financial picture, and ultimately investment choices that you're taking to get you there.
With 25 years of experience under your belt, Jim, you've probably had a few clients over the years express some level of regret when it came to market downturns, things they might have wished that they hadn't done, and maybe a few things that they wish they did. Do you have any stories, or could you share a few of those experiences with us?
Well, Joanne, I think it's only one or two, right? Okay. But truth is, I think the biggest one, time and time again, is the regret of having jumped out of the markets when the volatility, that's the ups and downs, simply got to be too much. Another one is buying high and selling low. It can be a heady ride, so keeping cool, calm, and collected when your impulse is to cut your losses and run, this is where the value of an engaged advisor is essential, helping you stay the course until the markets settle back down.
Well, I think, Jim, this is a great explanation as to how advisors earn their keep. Regarding some of the things that people may have wished they'd done differently, you're suggesting they might have wanted to leave emotion out of it.
Yes, market downturns, especially substantial ones, can represent some of the very best buying opportunities. Yet, very few people end up buying anything due to emotions running high and rising levels of fear.
So sometimes it's just best to listen to logic.
Let me also say again, it's imperative to work within your comfort zone. If you're not certain why you're in certain holdings, now could be a good time to consider your options and maybe take some changes or make some changes. If you're currently working with an advisor, a conversation about the gray areas in your portfolio could be a great place to start.
It's about asking questions and starting that conversation with an advisor.
The clients we work with demand service and aren't afraid to leave us if we don't live up to their expectations. To retain their business and earn their referrals requires that we create processes in our financial planning model and deliver the ultimate in client service.
So, Jim, I want to thank you for offering our listeners some great advice. It's vital to have a proactive advisor to help you implement your plan and ensure that you're on track. You are listening to Boomer Life on CL650. I'm Joanne Sutton. Today we're speaking with Jim Doyle, Senior Financial Consultant with Investors Group. Jim, you've mentioned before that if you'd like to find a little more confidence in your financial situation, it can be as simple as getting in touch with you. So here's Jim's phone number. 604-682-5431, or outside of the Lower Mainland, it's 1-800-665-7178. And if you'd like an opportunity to meet Jim, that has been created for tomorrow. He's actually going to be at Van Dusen Botanical Gardens, Wednesday, October 7th. It's all part of the Tapestry Foundation's Seniors Lifestyle Tapestry Talks, and that runs from 10 till 4. And make sure if you're going to meet Jim, come armed with a question. We have a powerful segment coming up on the issues of elder care. It's something you don't want to miss. That's next on Boomer Life on CL650.
Canada's only weekly radio show dedicated to the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on CL650.